Australia to help under to the ceasefire. Has there been a request for Australian troops, and would you be open to?
Look, we'll continue to work with allies on these issues. I just want to say that I very much welcome this breakthrough. We have called for some time for a ceasefire, for the release of hostages, for aid to be granted. That needs to happen. And we also need to talk about the day after, which requires a two-state solution. Australia has worked constructively with people. I think President Trump deserves congratulations for the leadership that the United States has shown. We've always said that this will require US leadership, and that is what we have seen here. But it's a very welcome advance.
Has Australia been asked to send troops?
Well, we'll work with, we'll continue to work with our allies and continue to work constructively as we have done the whole way through. Oh, well, I haven't seen the plan, obviously, and it hasn't been released. So, look, we'll continue to engage constructively. I have a good relationship with state and territory governments. I had a good chat with Premier Crisafulli. Had a chat with him last night. Had an engagement with him at the footy on Sunday. I congratulate the Brisbane Broncos. I particularly congratulate my friend Adam Reynolds. And of course, Madge. I rang Madge last week and wished him luck. I got to know him when he was coach of my team, South Sydney Loyalists, but it was good to see a fantastic reward for what was an outstanding season by the Broncos in his first season as coach here. But it was a fantastic game, and the Storm deserve big congrats as well. I thought both teams performed outstandingly, and it was terrific to talk with David Crisafulli there.
What we do know about the energy policy is that the Miles Palaszczuk government's plans to retire the fleet of coal-fired power stations in 32-35 is now off the agenda. It's going to be pushed back to at least 2045. What's your response to that?
Well, I'll wait and see a plan before I comment on it, with respect. My government's orderly. We don't comment on speculation. What we know is that 24 out of 28 of the coal-fired power stations around Australia announced their closure under the former coalition government, and there was no plan to fill that supply gap, and it's something that my government has had to deal with. We're dealing with it constructively moving forward, and we know that the cheapest form of new energy is, of course, renewables. Well, what I'd say is that Donald Trump certainly deserves enormous congratulations for the work that he has done. We want to see US leadership in the world, and what we have seen is that on this occasion. Yeah, as Prime Minister. Comes with the gig. A whole lot of things come with the gig. Oh, well, I say that's David Pocock being David Pocock, getting himself in a story. You know, this is a voluntary organisation that raises money for charity. Well, you know. Well, if you think I'm spending my day-to-day time, the amount of time I have spent on the Australian Parliament Sports Club this year is zero. I have participated in zero events in terms of sports, just because I'm a bit busy. But I tell you what, things like playing football, as they do with the people who sell the big issue and homeless people, is a good thing. A bit of fun playing State of Origin that David Pocock has participated in. You know, last time I did participate, David Pocock was participating as well. So that's a question for Mr. Pocock.